What's going on, guys? Renegade Junior here, bringing you another video. A video, should I say? I haven't really uploaded in a while, but let's talk about this Call of Duty multiplayer reveal. And I guess we've only seen the 2v2 as of right now, and I wanted to give you guys a concern that I have with it, a pretty big concern in my opinion. I'm still hyped about the game. I'm still probably going to buy it. I definitely am excited for the beta, and I want to see the full multiplayer reveal. I want to see how it plays. But I did want to talk about a concern with this game that I had, and if the game's good, I'll be uploading it to the channel like crazy, but if it's not, I'm not going to. I built this channel on Call of Duty. The last few Call of Duties stunk. I didn't even buy the last two, and so I'm just not going to play a game I hate. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about the problem here. Now, in order to understand this problem, I'm going to say is you have to think about, so what made the older Call of Duties really, really good? And then, they built a franchise on their own, right? And you could say anything from like Modern Warfare 1 to Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 1, that kind of era, right? And now, let's talk about the new Call of Duties and why they kind of stink. Okay, so there's a lot of cheap things, obviously a lot of chintzy mechanics, like they tried to implement like jetpacks and stuff and it didn't work out. Why didn't it work out? Is it because people who are flying in a jetpack are hard to hit? No, not really. The reality is when you're flying in a jetpack and stuff and you can just teleport or just fly across the map, you lose tactics, right? So like people can be anywhere at any time and nobody knows where you are because you can just fly somewhere. Or I'm singling out jetpacks, but you get what I'm saying. Hopefully, with it's chaos. The older Call of Duties were fast-paced twitch shooters, but they weren't chaos. If you knew what you were doing, you knew about where the enemy was. You knew which lane they were probably coming down or which lane they were pushing. If they were maybe behind you, you knew like some game sense. Not a whole lot. It's still an arcade twitch shooter. It's not like Battlefield where there's huge game tactics. But that's okay because it's Call of Duty, and we're here for the fast-paced gameplay. If you want to play Battlefield, we go play Battlefield or Rainbow Six Siege or whatever. So I get it. But like these ones there was tactics. There's tactics involved with these old Call of Duties. And one of the reasons why they broke the franchise was they were like, we're going to get you right in the action. I remember that was like the slogan they would say, we're going to spawn you right in the action. You're never going to be out of the action. Blah, 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 action, action, action. And all it did was create this terrible chaos constantly. Like everybody was everywhere. There was always explosions, people dying behind you when they just spawned in. It was just nonsense. And nobody, if you want to play like a quick hurry up and just click on people, then go play one of those like little things on the internet where you just click the targets. The point of Call of Duty is to have some tactics. And the problem here is that they don't have a mini-map. And you say, oh, well, it's because they want to be tactical, so you're not just staring at the mini-map. I get it. But that's a cool idea, except for nobody actually does call-outs. In theory, it'd be great. Yeah, we got a 6 stack of people, and Charlie Tango left Foxtrot behind. But nobody actually does it. Even when you're playing with a team, you're just goofing off half the time or screaming about, whatever. When you don't have tactics and you don't have a map, you don't know what's going on. You don't know if there's somebody around the left side or the right side. And I'm not talking about the red dots of the enemy. I'm talking about even your team. If your teammates are behind you and they're all getting slaughtered, you know the enemy's behind you, coming-ish behind you. Turn around. Now, I know they said sound whoring is big in this game, and that's a good thing. I get that. But I have a feeling we're going to be with a lot of campers, and I don't usually complain about camping, because camping isn't as big of a deal as the community makes it seem. Camping isn't really that big of a problem in Call of Duty. But with nobody knowing what's going on, it's going to create like this, I don't know what's going on, I don't know where people are, and people are going to sit more, because we don't know. And I think that takes away tactics. Knowing how to read a minimap and read game flow and read what's going on with a flick of your eyes while still playing the game is a skill. And they're taking that skill out. And anytime you take a skill out, that's a learned skill out of a game, that's not a good thing. You don't want to do that. So that's my big concern with Call of Duty. Is it looks great, the game looks fun, it looks cool. I'm really hoping it's awesome. But the lack of minimap, and I get it, you can use you can get this kill streak and get it, but who's going to run that? Who knows? Maybe you have a team that runs it. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But the point is that is a big concern of mine. I don't like when they take something in the game that gives you game sense, positioning, how to tactically place yourself, where you should possibly flow to, where you should hold, where the enemy possibly is coming from. That's all skills that they're taking out of the game and kind of just make it a shoot what's in front of your face type game, which you could do on like an internet like Like you shoot the little targets. I don't know. They're little games you can play on the internet. Like you shoot the targets. That's not the fun of Call of Duty. And they've made that mistake in the past, like, oh, fast pitch, oh, super high action, always gunfights, gunfights, gunfights. Well, Call of Duty, it's not all about gunfights. A lot of times, to win in Call of Duty, you want to get behind, you want to outplay your opponent. You want to get behind them and shoot them in the back. You want to flank them when you know they're going to be. You want to outthink them, not just gunfight. If all you do is gunfight, 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 even if you're a good shooter, you're not going to do great in Call of Duty. So anyway, that's a concern of mine, guys. Stay tuned. I'll let you know. We'll see how this stuff goes. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.